very good afternoon to all our viewers on FanCode and of course the Facebook and YouTube pages. Well, this is the CBFS T20 League 2022 coming to you live from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. This is Nishant Majidia giving you all a very warm welcome on a pretty warm day today. Of course, it's a double-header day on a Saturday here, and the first of the two games lined up for today. Well, that is going to be between Sri Lions and Colatta Chocolates. Yes, Sri Lions, of course, will be looking forward to carrying on with their good performance from the Bukhatar League. And Colatta, they won the Bukhatar League, so they are on a high as well. And pretty much on a high, because it's a weekend, is my co-commentator Asim. He's down there for the pitch report.
A very good afternoon to one and all, and we are here at the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium for the second game of the CBFS T20, brought to you by SkyExchange.net and powered by FanCode. Now we are out here to assess the conditions. It looks pretty windy, but it's 34 degrees out here. It is pinching a bit, but as the day progresses, it's going to get quite pleasant out here. But now it's not just about the overhead conditions. Let's quickly look at what the wicket has to say here today. It's the same track that played the game last night as well. Now, if you check, the wicket is slightly getting harder, you know, in texture, and knowing that it is a double-header today, it is very important that the wicket is actually rolled in very hard. The groundsmen have done a pretty decent job, I would say, in terms of ensuring that the hardness is still out there on the track. There are some patches out there, some sort of wear and tear can be expected as we get into the second game, as we get into the second match of the day. But talking about how you should be planning out on this particular track, I think the wisest decision is to come out, have a bat first, put runs on board, because the point of dew coming in place in the first game will not be there at all. So first game, come out, bat first. Second game, knowing that there will be a lot of wear and tear on the track, I think still the decision remains the same. Bat first till the time the wicket is less worse, because by the time you're talking about the fourth innings, it's going to get really, really tough for the batters out there to spend time in the middle. That's it from here.
Okay, then this pitch has been very tricky. It shows something. It behaves in a very different manner. And of course, well, we've seen that as the tournament goes on, there's a sort of a trend with respect to what the captains decide to do. Let's see. 2 days, 2 games so far. First game, captain elected to bowl. Second game, captain elected to bat. Let's see where does the trend go today. It's Asim again with the two captains for the toss.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are all set in readiness for the toss of the second game of CBFS T20 Season 2. I have the two captains out here, Prashad Kumara of Sri Lions and Ranjit Mani of Colatta Chocolates, along with our match referee, Tehseen Javed. Prashad will spin the coin. Tails? Tails is the call. And it is tails. Well, Ranjit, good toss to lose, but good toss to win, sorry. But what have you decided?
We'll bat first.
Well, what makes you think that batting first is the right decision here on this track?
Looks like flat, put on a good target and just chasing always pressure in the opposition.
Well, in the previous games, we have seen that teams batting first, putting runs on board. It's always difficult to chase it down, especially on this wicket. You know, do you think that is one of the reasons why you are backing on that decision of batting first?
So 160, 170 is better score. Is we will bowling to second part 2. We will restrict the contain to contain the bowls. That's it.
Well, tell me about your strength that is playing in the T20 format. Are you backing your spinners? Are you backing your fast bowlers?
Yeah, same teams. Manpreet is not playing. That's last 50-over games. Manpreet traveling is instead of Saifullah is comes in that position.
So fast bowler replaces fast bowler. I hope the fortune does not replace with anything. You guys are in tremendous form. All the very best with this T20 edition.
Thank you. Thank you.
Prashad, losing the toss, but what do you have opted to do?
Actually, we also have a plan to bat first, but it's okay. We have a good side, bowling batting side, as a good all-rounders. So we are okay with any decisions comes on the last.
So, the match is happening during the day. No dew whatsoever, that is, we are expecting out during the daytime. So, do you think that balance will be there throughout? Bowlers will be in the contest as well. So, do you have a slight edge out here today?
Yes, we have very good bowling balance side, like with few good fast bowlers. Plus, we have some good left arm spinners. So it will help us reduce the innings of the
Colatta chocolates.
Colatta chocolates, yeah.
Well, tell me about the combination that is going in. Are you backing up the same sort of combination that was playing the Bukhatar League?
No, we have some few new players comes in who was in the Bukhatir. The few of them they already left. So we have mostly local guys playing here, like our original Sri Lanka's team. So yeah, I am happy to play with them.
Well, it looks good, but tell me something about his Vikum there out there to trouble the bowlers. Do we see more of him?
Yes, we want him get the same rhythm. We want him get the same wickets from the beginning of overs. So we expecting him, same things. Yes.
Well, I hope that you guys write a different story here in the T20 edition. You guys are a fantastic team. We hope that you guys put up a decent show out here.
Yeah, thanks. We'll do that. So sure.
All right, all the very best.
Thank you.
Well, so the news coming in from the centre is that Colatta Chocolates, they have won the toss and no hesitations. They are going to bat first.
So 2-1 in favour of the team electing to bat first. These are the teams. Let's take a look at that. Very familiar names if you've followed the Bukhatir League. Prashat Mahadrage, the captain there, Jagat Purna Silva, Mohammad Ubaidullah, Sasika Samarajivan, Sumudu Asanka Fernando, Suranga Patranahava, and Taraka Dhananjay Lianage, Vikum Sanjay Bandara. Well, a man to watch out for. Varuna Pereira there as well. Vimukti and Charuka. As far as Colatta Chocolates are concerned, Ranjit Mani, Hari Prashant, Lakshman Sri Kumar, Gopakumar, Intizar Ali, Taimur Ali, Vishnu Ramesh, Saifullah Zishan Bhatt, Syam Ramesh, and of course Krishna Chandra Karate. The players have made their way into the middle, and of course the umpires are there as well, and alongside me in the comm box to start proceedings is Azhar. And well, very good afternoon to you, Azhar, and welcome to the Sharjah CBFS T20 League.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Great day here, great batting conditions. Looks like we have a great contest ahead coming up. Both the teams equally motivated. And we have a great lineup from both the teams, and we can look forward to a great contest happening at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Yes, Sri Lions, of course, was one of the sides which really looked very threatening in the 50-over game. And, of course, Colatta Chocolates were the champions of the Bukhatir League. And this man, Vikum, produced a magical spell on this very wicket when he picked up a 7-for. But it was under lights. You'll be starting proceedings then. Now Vikum, of course, will be bowling from the Sharjah Academy end? No. Yes, the Sharjah Academy end.
Seven wickets, that's a great badge to carry on, and definitely going to be at intimidating response or an intimidating start there from the bowler.
Okay then, that is interesting. That is very interesting. Krishna Karate has come out to open.
Yes, indeed, one of the veterans in a way. He has played for the UAE cricket team in the past, Actually, Nishant, you won't believe it. He used to coach me as well at one point.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic.
Not on cricket, mostly on workouts.
So quickly, couple of things noted about Azhar. That he used to play cricket or still plays cricket and definitely works out.
Used to work out, Nishant. I need to shed off a few kilos now.
That is something that everybody who works out says, even Asim. No matter how dapper he looks, he always wants to shed a few kilos. Right then, first ball, all set. 2 slips in place for Vikum. And he starts off with a delivery down the leg side.
Yeah, nudge down the leg side. Could be a leg by there. We have to wait for the umpire signal. Yes, that is a leg by. And opening runs coming with 1 run on board.
They'll bring Ranjit Mani on strike. Captain of Colatta Chocolates. Produced a brilliant performance in the finals. Oh, swing and a miss straight away.
Yeah, trying to be a bit too aggressive from the very first delivery. 2 slips in place. Risky move there.
He's got a couple of slips in. Just goes to show that he might want to pitch it up slightly, but he has bowled back of a length so far. That's another dot ball.
Yeah, well blocked there by Ranjit, trying to settle himself down here, and that's the right thing to do. The pitch can be tricky, as explained by Asim earlier.
Yes, that is something that we have noticed. Something seems not okay there. I think the bat.
It's an interesting field setup over here, Nishant, I feel. On the offside, there's a lot of room, especially on the cover and extra cover region. So it's most likely expected for the bowler to pitch it in a bit short.
Yes, that's what he's been doing as well. But I'm really interested to know, why did Ranjit decide to change the bat?
Yeah, quick single taken there.
Yes, first runs off the bat, then Ranjit is off the mark. And that was the first time he actually got bat on ball. That's interesting. Couple of deliveries to go in this over. Karate will be on strike.
Yeah, they've got third man and deep square leg at the boundary. It'll be interesting to see what the bowler tries to do here. Bowled a bit full and nudged on the onside for a single.
It's a pretty good start here for Vikum there. Bowled a reasonably tidy over.
Absolutely, great start. Just 3 runs off the first over so far, 5 deliveries bowled. The last ball coming in. And that's lofted. Could be a chance. No. Could be a 6 or a 4. We have to wait for the umpire signal. There it is. 6 runs.
What a cracking shot that was. Just fractionally shot from Wickham. And he was in great position to put it away. Flat 6 to finish the over. It's 9 without loss after 1. So Ubaidullah will share the new ball. Very interesting. This is the same opening attack that the Sri Lions used for their opening game in the Bukhatir League. Pitch is up, left alone. Of course, that was the game in which they pounded IGM.
Yes, gauging the bowler there, Karate on this occasion. Trying to settle himself in.
Full delivery driven, straight to the fielder. That is a dot ball again.
Yes, attempting to punch down the extra cover region there, but the timing not good enough as Karate would have expected. Nothing wrong with the shot there. Good attempt, but missing out on this occasion.
Again driven but straight to the fielder. Bit of a mix-up there. No damage done.
As Ubaidullah seems to be reading his pace quite well here. Not allowing the batsman to settle down that easily. And it's a well-protected offside field here.
Very brave of Ubaidullah, to be very honest. The offside boundary is the shorter boundary right now, and Karate is very good in that area. He's got 5 fielders there inside the circle. Nobody's sweeping, and he's pitching it up. That's too wide.
The batsman, Karate and Ranjit, both will be eyeing the deep square leg fielder that's set place. The short delivery must be dealt with rather carefully. But seeing the open space on the onside, there's a lot of opportunity there.
Yes, Ubaidullah has to ensure that he bowls to his plan. The plan is to do that, and he'll be disappointed. Now that is the risk of doing this. If there is a misfield, it's going to be a boundary.
Yes, cut and cut well there by Karate. Gauging the opportunity, picking up that gap, which is not that easy. There was a chance for the fielder to stop it, but the ball went so quick that he was not able to time his jump, and the ball finding its way to the boundary. Krishna trying to hit big shots for small runs there. Could not successfully time it on this occasion. The intent was right. If the timing was good, that straight drive could have made its way to the boundary. Missing out on this occasion.
Yes, of course, there's nobody straight down the ground as well. The two fielders outside the 30 yards have got a third man in place, and they've got a backward square leg in place. Gentle push, wants a single. Direct hit was needed. They might just get an overthrow as well, they will.
And a misfield as well, but no, they have settled for 2 runs.
2 overs ball, it's 15 without loss. So Wickham will start his second over. Oh, beautiful delivery. That's an absolutely magnificent delivery from Wickham.
What a Yorker. I haven't seen one this accurate. Ranjit completely bamboozled by that delivery. It's almost as if he could not spot the ball as long as it left the bowler's hand. Losing balance, falling down, and the stumps cracked completely.
Well, the last time I really saw somebody doing that to a batsman was actually Waqar Yunus. Absolutely brilliant from Wickham. Ranjit departs for 7 of 5. And this is what happened. Oh, swinging Yorker, absolutely spot on. Yeah, and look at the celebrations there.
It's some sort of a late outswing there, right, Nishant? And it seems like he took off the pace from the ball at the very last second. Well directed. Those are not easy to come by. And knocking off the leg stump completely.
With the wicket of Ranjit Mani, they would say it's an excellent start for Sri Lions here. And Hari comes into the middle. He always seems to be in a hurry. That movement away from the right-hander, that shape, pretty much there.
Yeah, well blocked by Hari, and he will need to find settlement for his team right now. Losing Ranjit this early is definitely a big blow for team Colatta Chocolates.
Beautiful delivery again. Just past the outside edge there.
Well, 7 wickets to the record is not something that's simple, especially in a competitive leagues like here. And he's keeping justice to the bowling.
Yes, Hari just feeling for that outside the off stump. Very lucky didn't get an edge.
Miscued. Could be an opportunity. Taken. That's wicket number 2 for Team Colatta Chocolates. Trying to take on the bowler very early there, Hari, and completely missing out.
Yes, he just decided to go for that mighty hoik over cow corner. Got it off the toe end of the bat, went straight up in the air. And a comfortable catch by the captain there. He departs for duck of 3.
Yes.
Absolutely nothing shot there. Way up, straight to the fielder at mid-off. 16 for 2 are Colatta Chocolates. Centurion of the final of the Bukhatar League, Taimur, is the new man in. Will have a role to play.
Yes, the 2 slips are back in place now. Aggressive field setup this by Team Sri Lions. They sense an opportunity to put pressure on the batting side. Accurate bowling this by Vikum, wicket to wicket, not giving any chance or any room for the batsman to play.
It's been a fantastic over so far. Wicket, dot, dot, wicket, dot.
Well, Vikum must be hoping that he could bowl all 20 overs.
Excellent delivery there. Just past the outside edge. It's a double wicket maiden from Vikum. 3 overs bowled, 16 for 2. Back of a length this time. Straight to the fielder. Ubaidullah into his second over.
Yes, Krishna Karate trying to replicate that boundary he hit a little while earlier. Not trying to find, not successful in finding the gap between the fielders.
Well, couple of early wickets for Colatta Chocolates, and probably Krishna Karate is the ideal man for them to be here. His role will change now. He will be the one who will want to bat 20 overs. Quick single taken was risky.
Risky and sort of wristy at the same time, I thought. The ball almost pitched outside off stump, shorter in length. but he somehow managed to nudge it towards mid-on, and a quick single taken.
Suddenly, after that boundary that was hit by Colatta, it's been pretty silent. Cut away, Upish, and that might just have gone all the way. Not quite. One bounce in the defense for 4.
Yes.
Taimur gets off the mark with the boundary.
Is doing the right thing there, Taimur. He's noticed that the slips have been taken off for Ubaidullah and took that chance to play that uppercut. Almost looked like a 6, but just missing out on that occasion. 4 valuable runs for Team Colatta Chocolates.
Very nicely struck. Just falling shot. This time on the pads, nicely flicked away. They will pick up a couple of runs. Good running between the wickets there.
Absolutely. Taimur settling himself well here. Looks confident, playing confident shots. And one thing that Colatta Chocolates will be looking at is to take on Ubaidullah over Vikum, who's bowled extremely well so far.
Oh, that's a full toss, and that's been nicely whacked away for 4. Gets away with the height there.
Very close, extremely close. Looked like above waist from right here, but the umpire has signaled that as illegal delivery.
Yes, must have been dipping, is what the umpire thought. Oh, that was pretty high, if you ask me. And the batsman was not even forward, was pretty much rooted to his spot on the crease. And he's batting inside the crease as well. Ubaidullah lucky to get away.
Wristy shot there, nudged well, chance of a catch, but no falling shot. The batsman managing to take 2 runs. Sensing the opportunity here, Taimur, on that open onside field.
It's a good over there for Colatta Chocolates. 4 bowled, 29 for 2. Positive captaincy here by Prashad, giving Vikum his 3rd over. Colatta does the right thing there. Tap and run.
Yes, Colatta Chocolates would want to play off Vikum right now, who's bowling so accurately, not finding that room to free their arms, the batsman. And Vikum with great movement. We've seen a lot of, or a couple of at least, great outswingers bowled. One which took off Ranjit. Now Taimur, what is he going to do here? He has tried to be aggressive with Ubaidullah.
Cracking shot. Very nicely struck there. Long shot doesn't matter if you can time the ball like that.
Yes, exquisite timing. I haven't seen a better timed shot in all of Colatta Chocolate's innings so far. And finding that gap in the offside.
Excellent shot by Taimur, carrying on from very left in the night of the finals. Quick single now.
He's playing very intelligently here, Taimur. They've taken 6 runs already in this over in the first 3 deliveries. And it seems like the right approach against Wickham. Not too risky.
So Karate once again will be the glue holding the innings together for Colatta. Poor delivery, terrible delivery. 5 wides.
Yes, that is a gift given to Colatta Chocolates, which the captain will definitely not be pleased about.
Well, this has been a problem with Wickham that we've noticed in the past as well. He'll be on top of things. That's when he will bowl an over, which will be expensive, marred by a few wides. And he has a tendency of bowling 5 wides.
Oh, it almost seems as if he's trying to get the outswing delivery. And the ball is not moving as much as he expects. The leg side, on the onside, there are only 3 fielders. So that approach definitely seems to be a bit risky. And 6 runs now, 6 extras have come from this over so far.
Full delivery this time that has been driven straight to the fielder at mid-on.
And suddenly you can see here 41 runs on the board at the run rate exceeding 8 runs per over. And Team Colatta Chocolates trying to find momentum, and so far it's been okay. Still have another over after this in the power play. If they're able to make it to the 55-run mark, that'll be something that the captain will be happy about.
Oh, that was almost scooped back. Very lucky that it went wide and away from Wickham there. And just moving a little gingerly, Wickham.
It's almost as if the ball held its position after pitching there. And that's exactly what Asim was talking about a little while earlier. The pitch can be very tricky. And the way Colatta Chocolates is going so far at exceeding 8 runs per over seems to be a good start, right, Nishant?
Yes, now I think they're okay with the start. A very slow delivery, that from Wickham. And I think he's in trouble. I think he's in trouble. 5 overs bowled, 43 for the loss of 2 wickets. First signs of spin. Vimukti into the attack now. Starts off with a pretty good arm ball there. That's been tapped away for a single.
Both the batsmen here will be testing the pitch right now with the spin option coming in. And it seems that Krishna Karate has requested for a change of bat.
Well, Ranjit Mani did that. Didn't quite work out all that well for him. Down the leg side, comfortably so.
Yeah, the ball almost skidding there. Not shown any signs of major turn so far.
And very brave of the skipper to give the ball to a spinner last over of the power play. It's done well, Vimukti so far. 3 deliveries, just the 2 singles.
Yes, long on and deep mid-wicket in place. Tempting the batsman to go for the lofted shot.
Demo just trying to give himself some room on that occasion. No timing on that shot. Oh, direct hit was attempted there. So then, 3 singles, 2 dot balls. Colatta Chocolates wouldn't mind the way. In fact, Sri Lions wouldn't mind the way this power play is getting over.
Last delivery, let's see. And well nudged on the towards long on. 2 runs taken.
End of over number 6, end of power play. It's 48 for 2. Sumudu Asanka Fernando into the attack now.
Yes, with the 6 overs completed, there can be more fielders at the boundary line. Long off and long on, finding its place.
Both these batters are batting very sensibly here. If you look at it, they've exploited every run scoring opportunity. Whenever they've got a chance to get a boundary, they've managed to get one.
Yes, and the right approach there, because they've lost 2 early wickets, and I would say they've bounced back quite well. Took on a few chances, of course, but nothing too risky, as you rightly said, playing sensibly, and that's what Colatta Chocolates need for the time being. If they can push this partnership up for another 5 to 6 overs, or even more, they can find themselves in a really good position.
Soft hands again. Excellent running between the wickets there.
It's taking the pace off there, Sumudu. Great thinking as well. And but great response from Colatta Chocolates. Both Karate and Timur. Sensible batting. And two singles taken so far.
Oh, good change of pace again. Very slow from Sumudu there.
As Timur almost miscuing that. From here, from the commentary box, it almost looked like it was some sort of an inside edge towards the stump, but lucky for Timur there.
And he comes down the track, slaps it over the top. Away for 4. Enough is enough, says Timur.
Shorter delivery here and managed to still take it towards the extra cover region. The fielder was not really at the boundary. He was at least 10 steps ahead. And Timur sensing that opportunity and well executed there.
And he rolls his arm over again. That's another slow delivery. And more runs.
As Timur trying to exploit that gap in between long off and extra cover region. Successful in the 2 attempts that he's tried. And good running as well.
Again, beautifully struck. He's got it into the gap. This might be another boundary. It is. Spoils the over then. Boundary to finish it. 6 fours and a 6 so far. 7 overs bowled at 60 for the loss of 2 wickets. Vimukti into his second over. On the pads this time, looks to clip it away. Karate. Dot ball to start with. Bowled a pretty good first over, just the 5 runs conceded. Comes down the track, drives it along the ground towards long on for a single. And joining alongside me in the comm box is going to be Asim Sheikh. Welcome back, Asim. I think these 2 batters have really pulled things off very well so far.
Thank you very much, Nishant, and trust me, they're batting beautifully. You know, after that 2 setbacks that they have witnessed early on in the innings, in the form of Ranjit Mani and in form Hari Prashant. And meanwhile, that is a short run coming in at the Bukhatir end from Taimur. You know, drag his bat in. That's an excellent observation there coming in from umpire Mohammad Kashif. I mean, they've batted very sensibly, relied more on running between the wickets and getting those timely boundaries. Batting at slightly under 9 and over. And this has been a glorious looking shot here from Taimur. What an effort! Stopping a certain boundary and saving 2 important runs here for the team. What an effort by Sumudu. It looked like it is going all the way, but that man coming into the action there, Sumudu.
Very flat this time. Pushed away. Dot ball.
If you look at the scores, both of them, Taimur has been the bulk of the scores here out in this partnership, 35 of 20. However, Karate is playing a typical Karate knock. He's just trying to make his presence felt there, giving that stability to Colatta Chocolate's batting lineup, which he's been doing in the previous tournament as well. Now, an ambitious looking shot, not required at all. And Vikum makes no mistakes. That's the end of Taimur. What a rash shot there from him.
He was looking to go for that reverse sweep there. Absolutely unnecessary. They had a very good over, the previous one. This over had already produced 5 runs in the 4 balls. Well, they could have made it a 7-8 run over without taking that chance. But Taimur decides to go for a little bit of a cheekiness, and in the process he departs. That is that. Then Colatta Chocolates lose another wicket there, 65 for 3, as Taimur falls to that reverse sweep. Excellent catch by Vikum as well.
Not easy at all, running backwards, keeping an eye on the ball. It was in complete control of that catch, and Taimur was not at all required that sort of an ambitious looking shot. And how risky that is, it was a sheer example. And in walks is going to be his former teammate and his current teammate Lakshman Srikumar. Both played for UAE a couple of years back, and they're out there in the center. So experience is not a problem. It's just about executing. It's about making sure that that experience of them is coming in play for the team. So that's just that one over from Sumudu, and we have a change here in the bowling from the SCA end. It's going to be the left arm spinner. Looks like it's going to be Jagat Purna. So plenty of left-arm spinners when we talk about Sri Lankan teams.
Yeah, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. They have a factory where they churn out left-arm spinners, just like Pakistan has a fast bowlers factory. New Zealand has an all-rounders factory. Pushed through the offside, single taken. That brings Lakshman. In fact, Lakshman is the one who took that single and got off the mark. That brings Karate on strike. And you mentioned about Karate. This is pretty much his comfort zone. He likes this kind of situations.
Well, he likes to answer these calls which are being regularly made by his team. However, it's a different format. It's a shorter format of the game. Talking about 20 overs. Almost halfway through there. 66 for 3 at the moment.
Goes back and easily pushes it through the offside for a single. We did hear a lot about Lakshman during the Bukhatir League. Oh, Karate plays a very strange looking shot there.
Less of a cricket and more of a karate shot. Usually you do not see him play across the line. This goes with that flow. Plays the shot in the direction where the ball comes in. Look at that. It is getting to turn now. This wicket is speaking for the spinners.
Well, the previous delivery, the kind of shot Karate played, all that hullabaloo about the shorter boundary playing on his mind too, it seems.
Well, definitely, but you got to be giving credit. I mean, equal credit to the fact that the wicket is actually trying to get a lot more supportive for the spinners as well, and it's gripping. You can see some purchase here for Jagat Purna into his last ball. There he goes. Good running. Krishna Karate, full marks. 9 overs gone. Colatta Chocolates 71 for 3. And Vimukta continues, and Krishna Karate just making sure that he does not let these dot balls sneak in a lot. He's making sure that they are running in those singles which are going to be keeping the scoreboard ticking. Down the leg side, and it's going to be called as a wide. Yes, it is. I mean, how often have we seen this, Nishant? You know, when it's down the leg, bowlers trying to appeal, keep the umpire in doubt, and then just get away.
Yes, it happens a lot. But I just get a feeling that these days umpires have become a little smarter.
Yes, you got to be, you know, smart enough to understand, you know, how often does that bowler do in the course of the game. And yes, if it's close, fair enough. You know, he's putting you under that doubt, under that impression. There's a noise that has come through, but it is just a tactic to get away from the white ball. I think umpires have become really smart these days.
And mind you, sometimes it can go against you. There might be something, and if you are in the habit of doing that always, the umpire might just not take you seriously.
Absolutely, when there is a genuine edge, maybe. But this is good bowling here from Vimukti. He's darting those balls in the block hole. Some are flatter in trajectory, some are, he's giving it with the flight, but the length is remaining the same, not giving in that space to play that big shot.
Push away for a comfortable single. That'll be the end of the over. Oh, in fact, there's still a delivery to go, beg your pardon.
Well, I think it's going to be very simple calculation here for Karate and Lakshman. They got to bat together till around 14-15 overs mark and then go after the bowling. You know for the fact that they are not batting deep today. They're relying on services from Gopakumar and Intazar for those big hits towards the final third. And end of 10 overs, Colatta Chocolate 76 for 3.
Nicely played away for a comfortable single. Jagat into his second over now.
Now I mean, it has been a common phenomena when we're talking about, Sri Lanka or the spinners bowling. Over rate has never been a problem for them. Never been a problem for them.
Slogged across the line. The timing not quite there. Now that is why it didn't go straight to the fielder. Remember, it's a shorter boundary there.
Now, this is what it does. It forces you to make an error. Playing across the line, a ball that was not meant to be played in the mid-wicket. You probably back on your abilities and play the shots where the ball is meant to be played. Just like that. When you have, if you let things play on your mind that it is a shorter boundary, this is a longer boundary, I'm not going to play there. Bowlers are smart enough to actually force you to play there, and then you make an error. Especially when the track is turning, you probably step down, play in the zone that you really like to play, and where it's supposed to be played, in fact. Take a step down, play down the ground, play towards extra. And that's one sheer example. This time he connects it beautifully. It was slightly pitched up. I think overcompensating on that occasion there, Jagat Purna. Pitching it up way too close to Lakshman. And that has been deposited out of the stadium.
What a nice strike that was from Lakshman. A lot of power behind that shot. But went a long way there. Good connection. Considering there was 16 for 2 in the third over with Wickham bowling with such venom, they'll be very pleased with where they are with 9 overs to go.
Well, absolutely, Nishant. The way they have batted here, especially you got to give credit. The scorecard doesn't say a lot about what sort of resistance Krishna Karate has provided here. 25 deliveries, he has scored 21 runs. Not the ideal T20 score or a strike rate, but considering the fact that they lost 2 early wickets, giving able company, making your partner play, that is something which is important. And that's what Krishna has actually forced, or in fact, I would say motivated his partners to actually come out and make full use of the situation, especially of the bat balls.
Yes, 34 of 21 for Taimur, and now Lakshman. 14 of 10, make that 20 of 11. And get another ball, please. And this time, I don't think Gopi is waiting for the umpire's signal. He's already on his way with the box of balls.
Well, I think that's an extra work coming in for the players as well. Trying to fetch the ball from the stands. Now, this is, I don't think this is the right strategy coming in from Jagat Purna. I really felt it is very negative sort of an approach coming through. You got tonked for a 6 on a bad ball. Why would you want to change your entire approach towards the game? You are coming in around the wicket, trying to bowl outside the off stump. You try and switch more wider, close to the tram line, and try to make life difficult for Lakshman. Let him try to experiment with his shuffling, with his feet movement. That's where he'll force an error. Right now, what you're doing is you're just feeding him. And when you try to overdo things, this is exactly what happens. You lose your rhythm, you lose your mark where you're supposed to be bowling, and you pay a price for that.
Just get a feeling that the kind of bowler that Vimukti is, probably he would have done better had he bowled from this end with the leg side boundary on the shorter side. Because he's someone who fires it in, he bowls very quick, and those arm balls. And even if you're bowling on the pads, if it's full and fast from a spinner, you might not, the batsman will not find it very easy to get the elevation to go on the onside.
Well, that's one side of things. However, if you connect even half-hearted, it's going to travel. So I am slightly of a different opinion here. I would definitely want the same strategy what Sri Lanka have opted for, but give a plan to your bowler. Give a plan to Jagat Purna. Man, I want you to bowl outside the off stump. Try to turn the ball. The wicket is supporting you. Do not. That's exactly what I was referring to. Try to pitch it outside the off stump. Let the ball do the magic. Let the wicket do the magic. And batsman will force an error. End of over number 11. Colatta Chocolates 91 for 3.
And now Karate decides to take Vimukti on. He clears the boundary. Colatta Chocolates getting a move on here.
Chocolates seem to be melting now. It seems to be getting sweeter with every stroke that has been played. I think that's the third six in a matter of 4 balls. That's good. Good approach coming in from both the batters. And Karate switching gears here. That was a better delivery. That was a better comeback here from Vimukti. He's into his final over. I mean, we have watched those 10-over spells not by a long back. Now, when they are into their 4th over, the final over, it feels like, they just started, man.
Yeah, and suddenly you feel that they have hardly got any time to settle in.
Beautifully bowled. That's a good bowling here from Vimukti. He's trying to bowl in slow on the stumps, not giving that room to both the batters who like to play on the offside as well. And they would not miss a chance if that they are forced to play on the offside towards extra. They will go for their shots. But now he's trying to keep it as slow as possible on the stumps.
And Lakshman goes downtown. Second 6 of the over. This is excellent batting. 100 for Colatta Chocolates in the 12th over. Asim, this is really good stuff.
I think they're batting very sensibly. They're targeting those shorter boundaries, especially Lakshman, who has hit a couple of them. 3, in fact, in the last 5 deliveries as Lakshman has played. So he is out 26. He scored 3 sixes. And those have been really, really massive. That's taken time to recover the ball on all 3 occasions. So last 2 overs have yielded a lot of runs here for Colatta Chocolates, and they are on track. Looks like they've lost the track of the ball. I think the smart ball technology will definitely play an important role going forward in the game of cricket, especially just to locate where the ball is, where it has hit the bat, where it has landed. So all those aspects, as technology progresses, that will be taken care of. And that's out. That's definitely out. And Lakshman Srikumar plays a really, really double-minded shot there. Was forced by that change in strategy coming in from Vimukti. He came in around the, over the wicket. And Lakshman sneaks in one to the wicketkeeper.
Yes, he'll be disappointed. Just when it looked like as if he's going to run away with the game. Just plays one cheeky shot and gets dismissed. Here he passed at 26 of 14. Colatta Chocolates 104 for the loss of 4 wickets.
So it's Prashant Kumara. He's brought himself into the attack. And interestingly, he comes in around the wicket. And I think bowling from the short to the shorter boundary, I don't think that's a bad move.
Well, I think in that very game, the first game that they played, Sri Lions, he bowled from round the wicket as well. Started off from round the wicket. Whenever he has bowled, he's wanted to do that.
I think he doesn't prefer bowling in the arc of the batter. Just trying to cut his... I mean, he doesn't back himself with a lot of pace, but you got to be smart, and that's what he is turning out to be here.
The Krishna Karate once again will have to switch his role. Just when it looked like as if he's going to open up, they've lost a wicket. So we'll have to just hang around a little bit here.
Well, 13th over in progress. I think the right move coming in. I was wondering if Lakshman and Krishna, they go in and get into that final quarter of the innings. I would have not been surprised if Intezar or a Gopakumar would have been pushed up the order. Or maybe even Sham Ramesh for that matter. Played down straight. And it's going to be a single. Vishnu gets off the mark. Now, talking about Vishnu, Vishnu has played a lot of quality cricket back in India. He was playing for Pondicherry as well. And backs himself with a lot of experience. He's there in the UAE circuit for a decent amount of time, but a lot more focused on his professional career.
Another single this time by Karate. Has done well. Krishna Karate once again holding the innings together. And it's his innings which allowed the others around him to bat fluently.
As we play towards the mid-wicket and be a single. So confident looking approach here coming in from Vishnu Ramesh as 13 overs gone. Colatta Chocolates 110 for 4. So it's Sumudu who's going to continue here from the Bukhadir end. It's going to be a change of ends for Sumudu. I think a wise move coming in. Good delivery outside the off stump and trying to slash that. So there are straightish cover sweeper being kept more towards the extra cover. Coming over the wicket here to Vishnu Ramesh. Comes down the track, plays it straight. Ball's racing away. What a glorious shot. Now this is excellent placement. Good timing from Vishnu Ramesh. Playing it straight. He knew that both the fielders, there was a massive, massive gap between the two. And he pierced it to perfection. Good looking shot from Vishnu. Look at that, taking a step forward and playing it straight. And all he had to do was time the shot. That's what he did. Gets his first boundary. Nicely tap and run. Good cricket. Good cricket here from both these players. They played a lot of cricket together, especially under this brand, Colatta Chocolates. .14th over here in progress. I think they've done a fair, decent job here, Nishant.
I think they've really done well. Oh, good stop. Oh, just as I said that, excellent thinking. And is it a direct hit? It is, and I think he's gone.
Now, never run on misfields. That's what he say. That's what you get when there is a direct hit. There is always a chance when there is a direct hit. And I think Krishna is walking back. He feels that he's out. And that's a departure here for Krishna Chandran Karate. Never run on misfields, as they say. You did, you pay a price for it, and you lose your wicket. Big loss here for Colatta Chocolates. 5th wicket gone. Half the side back in the pavilion. 115 for 5. In fact, he's almost walked back to the pavilion. He knew that he has not made it. I think the umpires want to double check. He has put in a dive. He's still not in the frame. Well, he has put in that dive, and I think he is well short of the ground. Yes, he knew that. He knew that he's not made it. And a direct hit was needed. Direct is what they got, and they've got the big man, Krishna Karate. And joining me in the comm box, it's going to be Azhar. Welcome back, Azhar.
Thank you, Asim. I was just walking up and I heard a loud cheer from the fielding side, and I knew something has happened. And it seems Karate, after steadying the ship for a long time, has unfortunately missed out at this run out.
Well, absolutely no need of that run there. Bowler has done a decent job fielding it. Yes, it definitely was a misfield, but the ball was too close for him to not collect and throw it on time. The only thing that they backed on was if there was not a direct hit, probably he could have made it in. Not to be so. It has to be a fresh new start here for Colatta's Chocolates. They've lost half the side back in the pavilion, 115 for 5. And it is Sham Ramesh, the new man in. Beautifully bowled. Sumudu pitching, moving away from the right-hander. And excellent work behind the stumps.
Yeah, Colatta Chocolates, who were quite steady until about 2 overs back, has now found themselves again in a bit of a soup here, losing 2 wickets in quick succession. And the danger man who was steadying the innings for Team Colatta Chocolates, Karate, that is a big loss.
Now that has been pulled handsomely. No chance for the fielder. He was just ball watching. That's another boundary here for Vishnu Ramesh.
Well timed there, and it almost looked like the deep mid-wicket fielder was not ready.
Well, he lost the track of the ball, in my opinion, and he was shell-shocked. And I think even if he would have put in that chase, he wouldn't have been able to cover the ground. Nonetheless, end of over number 14, 119 for 5. Well, it's the captain, Prashant Kumara. And he'll be bowling at Sham Ramesh at the first ball that he played. And we know how dangerous Sham can be, as that he has those big shots in his armory.
Yeah, absolutely. They still have a lot of batting to come up for Team Colatta Chocolates. Locked it there. And out of the ground for 6. What a shot.
I mean, you can't be pitching it up to Sham Ramesh, that's for sure. You've got to be bowling a lot back of length deliveries to him. If you have good Yorkers, get in right there on that middle and leg stump line. That's the only way we can get rid of Sham. Otherwise, if you're bowling outside off, I mean, you're going to get punished.
Driven through covers there, rather towards point, single taken. Yeah, the previous delivery, it was almost as if it was some sort of a net practice there. Too easy for Sham, and right in a slot.
That was the part. It was right in the slot. Regardless of how new the batter is, they are going to fancy their chance, especially when you're trying at the shorter boundary. And some mix-up here from Prashant Kumara. And Vishnu too early on the shot. Luckily, he did not sky one that one in the air.
Yeah, lucky for him, as you said, the timing wasn't too right. Otherwise, he would have found himself in a risky position with that long-on fielder.
Well, pitched up and played it straight down the ground by Sham. And nothing more than a single. So, just as we saw some glimpses from the dugout as well, it's Intizar Ali who's padded up and ready. And we saw some good hits, some good cameos from Intizar during the Bukhatar League as well. You know, chipped in with a few 20-odd runs in a couple of matches. Some crucial knocks that he's played. Can't really get it unnoticed. And those actually led to that sort of confidence to his partner.
Yes, Colatta Chocolates would be eyeing that a 180 figure. If they don't lose any wickets for the next 2 to 3 overs, they might as well get there quite comfortably, especially with Syam in such good knock.
Comes down the track, plays it towards the cow's corner. No chance for the fielder. And he gets a boundary. So Vishnu Ramesh looks to get in his mood. He's a very dangerous batter. And once he gets into the act, it's going to be tough for the bowlers to stop him. End of 15, Colatta Chocolates, 132 for 5. Sumudu into the attack here. He's continuing. And it is Sham Ramesh. Now, his presence, Sham's presence, is going to be very, very crucial right till the end. These last 30 balls, in fact, 29 of them right now. You've got to be playing, ensuring that Sham stays right till the end, because he is that aspect of that game who brings you that overall 360 aspect. When he starts hitting, he can hit you on the offside, he can hit you on the onside, he can hit you straight down the ground. So he has those big shots there, and definitely that presence will play an important role here for... Meanwhile, another good-looking shot here, paddled it down. There was no fine leg in place. This is excellent batting here from Vishnu Ramesh.
Picking his fielders quite rightly there. Confident shot. This picked up the length and the line very early. Pace off from the ball. Vishnu noticing that and skewed that to the boundary for 4 runs.
I mean, this is proper execution. I mean, exploiting the field to the perfection. And he knew that there was no shot fine. Played it perfectly. And that's been worked around. Bowler putting in the chase. And just a single on that occasion.
I was thinking of the partnership where Krishna was batting. He would have probably converted that into 2 runs. Exemplary running efforts from Krishna as well.
I think that is one of the main reasons why they were able to steady those loss of wickets, recover from that very quickly in the game, because they were not compromising on those singles and doubles. And that's a glorious looking shot here towards the cover sweeper, and will get a couple of runs easily.
Yeah, steadying the innings well, Vishnu and Syam. As you rightly said, Syam is really crucial for the success of Team Colatta Chocolates. Him being there, and you can see a lot of explosive boundaries.
Good delivery, very, very good delivery there from Sumudu. I think that's the length that is going to trouble Sham.
Exactly, and a big gap there between the bat and the ball. It's almost as if he never picked that. And I'm sure Sumudu must be thinking of some sort of a strategy to keep that same length, to contain the runs that are coming quite easily now.
Absolutely, and in my entire experience of watching Sham Ramesh bat, I haven't seen him playing those cut shots on the back foot. Not really a fan of that shot, but anything that is pitched up, he's going to make you pay a price for that. 16 overs gone, 141 for 5.
Nudged on the leg side. This could be another 6. Just one bounce there for 4 runs. Picked the gap quite well there. And this is exactly what we've been talking about. It's almost as if he has some sort of a GPS in his mind. He's able to know exactly where the fielders are. And picked up the line, picked up the length, picked up the gap. And a beautiful shot there for 4 runs.
Nicely played there by Sham. These are those runs that we are talking about that can hurt you. When you are trying to consolidate everything, what went right, what went wrong, these are those moments in the game that you would want to actually undo. If you are a Sri Lions fan, you would definitely want to sit back and understand what exactly has gone wrong here. Look at the current run rate there, batting at almost 9 and over.
Yeah, really good for this ground and the pitch, Asim, I have to tell you. There, another attempt at 2 runs, direct hit and could have been close, but yeah, another 2 runs added to the score. And you were talking about the run rate, and one thing that has been noticed is that every time Colatta Chocolates has lost a wicket. They've somehow found themselves in momentum. If you look at the first 3 overs, there were 2 wickets down. And and that's a big shot again. Could this be another 6? No, and well taken.
Well, Sumudu is one of the safest in the house. And that is the end of Shyam Ramesh. He tried to fancy his chance towards the long part of the ground, the longer boundary. And it's not easy, even for the like of Shyam Ramesh, who generates a lot of power when he's playing his shots to clear that sort of a range. It's a big boundary, and he gets caught hold there. Out for 18 of 11. And Colatta Chocolates lose their 6th. 147 for 6.
Yes, a big wicket, big wicket this for Sri Lions. They will be hoping that with Shyam out of the picture, they'll be able to apply the brakes on the escalating scoring rate that Colatta Chocolates is managing.
Well, the new man in out there is Gopalakrishnan. And I think fortunes have really changed for him after he has changed his jersey number. From 0, he has gone to 11. Stepping down the track, another chance, same fielder, same area, and same result. That's the end of Gopakumar as well. So 2 and 2 for the captain. Gopa arrives and Gopa departs. It was a very, very short stay for him. Golden duck for Gopakumar.
Yeah, I really don't understand this, Asim. I mean, the score is not too bad. The run rate is not too bad. It's not the last over. Gopakumar could have well settled, taken the singles, doubles, steadied the ship and look to accelerate a bit later. Miscued towards deep mid-wicket. And was in the air for a long time. Well taken there by Sumudu once again.
Well, that's not the right approach here. I mean, I think a very immature looking approach from Gopakumar. I mean, that's 7 down here for Colatta Chocolates. Now, what this does is it's not about 7 wickets down, but it is cutting down those additional 10-15 runs that we're talking about towards the final over or maybe the last 2 overs. You know, collecting them. If you are set out there, you can clear the boundaries easily. But giving your wickets away is doing no good to you, the batting side.
Yes, what looked like a comfortable 180 runs now may be doubtful. It all depends on how Intizar positions himself and how Vishnu steadies the innings.
It's about, what are we looking at, 19 deliveries more. I mean, you should bat at 10 per over from here on, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. 175, 178, 180 will be a really good score for this track.
I think he's really mixing it up very nicely here, Prashant Kumara. The captain is doing what a leader is supposed to do, lead by an example. And I think if Colatta is smart enough, they would actually understand what is supposed to be done on this track. Cut down the pace, vary a lot, and bowl sensibly in the right spots. Nonetheless, 17 gone, 149 for 7.
Yes, 17 overs gone, 149 for 7, Colatta Chocolates. Vishnu at 22, Intizar just new at the crease, 1 run off 1 ball.
Well, Azhar, in my opinion, it is, I mean, I've always emphasized this part, especially in a shorter format game, T10s, T20s. It is all about where the momentum stays towards the end of the match, towards the end of the innings, I would say. Is it the bowling side who has the momentum while they go in the break, or is it the batting side? You might have... and look at that. Looks like the momentum is switching towards Sri Lions' way. And they are losing wickets at regular intervals. And this time it is the set man, Vishnu Ramesh, out clean bowled.
Yeah, a bit of an anti-climax here, unfortunately for Colatta Chocolates. 4 wickets almost gone in quick succession. And at one point, what looked like 180 runs was a comfortable score that they would reach. At this point, with 2 wickets left in hand, tail-enders coming in.
Well, that was a brilliant, brilliant delivery coming in. He actually plays a lot with his fingers there, Sumudu, while at the time of release. He doesn't show that he's going to bowl a slower one, but then when he's trying to release it, he just turns his wrist, which actually plays it in the mind of the batter, puts him in that double mind zone, and that's enough to force them an error.
He went for 30 runs, but this wicket was really important. Vishnu was really finding traction in his innings and could have been dangerous. He scored 22 of 12 deliveries, but unfortunately missing out.
Well, that could have been the difference between a 180 and a 160.
With the varying pace that Sumudu is able to generate, it'll be even more difficult for the tail-enders, and they have to be really careful here. And they have to think of a strategy. What is the score that they really want to target? If they go at 1 run per ball, or rather 6 runs per over, they can still reach that 160, 165 mark.
Absolutely. And this is up in the air. Chance taken. Now, Colatta Chocolates, they are just in a hurry to get into the dugout. Not sure why. And the probability of they playing out their 20 overs is now fading away.
Stumbling like a house of cards there ever since the wicket of Krishna Karate. And we were talking about this a little while earlier on how well Colatta Chocolates has managed to get momentum, even though they lost wickets at regular intervals. But that stayed only till wicket number 6. And after that, it seems like even getting to 160 is doubtful now.
Well, absolutely here. I mean, I just fear that they might just be bowled out before that 20-over mark. There is 1 over coming in from Prashant Kumar. I'm not sure whether he's going to bowl or is it going to be Vikum who's going to come in for his final over. But it is that final pair out there in the center. Now, when we spoke about momentum there, Azhar, you know, I've always been a firm believer. You have 15 overs, 170 on the board, and you finish at 190 in 20 overs, you don't have the momentum. The momentum has switched to the opposition's end. And they have a good chance to come out and start positively. Because you ended on a low, they ended on a high. The probability of them carrying it in the second innings is quite higher than you guys coming out and starting on a high.
Absolutely right, Asim. And this is what, and another attempted shot. This could be a catch. No. Landing in no man's land there. Lucky for Colatta Chocolates, single taken there. 150 comes up.
Now, as much as I've known this man on the screen, Intezar Ali, anything in his zone, he's not going to play it out. He's going to go for it. He's definitely going to go for it.
Yes, Colatta Chocolates would want a maximum strike to be retained with Intezar Ali. The more experienced and the more reliable batter among the two.
Well, do you think it's that aspect of slightly getting overconfident about things that you're going to easily get 180? Let me try for 200.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good shout, probably drifting towards leg side there. Yes, you're absolutely right. We were talking about the score and the projections of the score. 180, as we spoke about a little while earlier, seemed quite gettable at one point, and then came Gopan, and then came the other batters, and all of them a little bit in a hurry to get things going, probably trying to reach the 200 mark and missing out completely.
I think the plan has to be like focus on the next 10 runs and then next 10 and then next 10, and it has to be taken up in small partnerships. And you just can't expect, you know, put a cheat code and start getting runs on every ball, start hitting sixes on every ball. That's not going to happen. 18 overs gone. Colatta Chocolates 151 for 9. Now, interesting there. Look at the fall of wickets. The first 5, 115 for 5. That's fine. But from there, the partnership built 147 for 6, 47 for 7, 149 for 8, 149 for 9. Just a matter of 2 runs. Just a matter of 2 runs. They've lost 4 wickets.
Yeah. And that's, as you were talking about momentum, who gains momentum at the end? And right now at the dugout, Colatta Chocolates will be wondering what just happened.
I mean, whatever happened, it's because of their own silly mistakes, I would say. It's not something extraordinary that Sri Lions have done here. They have just stuck to their basics. They've just stuck to their plan that let's not give them pace. Let's not get hit for runs by offering pace. Simple execution. Let them make mistakes. They have made mistakes and they've paid a price for that.
Yes, absolutely awesome. Trying to hit that. Again, Colatta Chocolates here playing big shots for small runs. And ideally, they might be thinking that they want to play the rest of the 10 deliveries without losing another wicket. Even if they get up to the 165 mark, it is still considered a decent total. Oh, that's whacked, and that's whacked well. Chance of a catch, no, 6 runs. Zishan this time. Trying to attempt the slow delivery there, Kumara, but not getting it right. Full toss, and it's almost like a gift for Zishan, who whacked it out of the park. Playing sensibly here, Zishan. Prashant, who otherwise bowled really well in the last over and this over as well. Giving that chance, giving that full toss, and Zishan taking full advantage of it, hitting it out of the park. Much needed 6 runs for Colatta Chocolates.
And that's a nothing delivery. Deserved punishment. Now, they have crossed that 160 mark, but this is poor bowling here from Prashant Kumara. Now, this is giving away the momentum that you had.
Exactly. The tables have turned a little bit now. And a really, really poor delivery there on this occasion. On the leg side, back of a pace. Easy pickings for Zishan.
Now, when Zishan gets back into the dugout, he's definitely going to be having his shoulders broadened and, chest pumped out. And I'm sure he's definitely going to go give a lecture as to how you're supposed to bat.
Absolutely, Asim, absolutely.
Nonetheless, that's the end of the penultimate over. 19 gone, 162 for 9. Time for Vikum Sanjay Bandara, the former Sri Lankan international. He will be bowling the final over. And I hope the batters have got their helmets on. They're playing without helmets. And now, yes, for sure. They're not going to risk it.
He's got a variety of tricks in his pocket there, Vikum. He can bowl the slow one. He can bowl the outswinger. He can bowl the Yorker. He can bowl the shorter pitch deliveries. And with tail-enders generally, they will definitely find it quite challenging to face him.
Now, this is a very interesting move here. We just have 3 fielders inside the circle. Yeah, now finally he gets one in. There was a a deep point which was pushed behind without realizing that if he's sent back, they'll just have 3 inside the circle. Apesh in the air, chance taken, and that was an affair of just one delivery that Wickham had to bowl. Pitched it full, and 1 shot too many for Intezar Ali. That brings an end, puts curtains to the scoring, and as we said, they're not going to play the 20 overs. All out, under 170, 162 is what they have got on the board. Bowled out in 19.1 overs. At one stage, they were looking at getting that 185 runs mark, but I think that simple line which was crossed of being confident and overconfident, that's a thin line there.
Yeah, as you said, Asim, I still had hope because we're looking at the tail-enders here, and Wickham against Wickham going for big shots at the very first delivery seems a little bit premature in my view, and if they had just played him out, taken 6 runs, those valuable 6 runs could have probably decided the fate of the game, but regardless, as you said, they're all out now at one point, looking at 180, 185. Colatta Chocolates, they have succumbed to 162, which is still fairly a decent score, and we have to see what comes next in the second innings.
It is definitely a decent score, but 2 men standing out there for Colatta was Krishna Chandran and Taimur Ali. But here, when we look at the bowling of Sri Lions, Vikum Bandara picking up 3. He was the pick of the bowlers out there. Vimukti picked up a couple of them, so as Sumudu and Prashad Kumara. He was brilliant with his change of pace, but yes, got hit for a few runs. Went for 38 runs in his 4 overs spell. But overall, it has been a comprehensive performance here coming in from Sri Lions. The position they were in and how they have pulled things back in their favor is something which is remarkable.
Absolutely, and great economy rates there from Vikum and Vimukti. 6.95, 6.75. Great bowling there. And they have really put the brakes on for Team Colatta Chocolates in their target of 180 plus. 163 is still a good total for them to defend, and let's see how the second innings goes.
Well, we'll take a quick short break and we'll be back with the run chase here live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium.